So welcome back to another video, and this is part 2 to my series. Yeah, this is part 2 and we still talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 because there's so much drama surrounding this movie, and I'm doing my Halloween video, so I basically I can do 2 videos in one. Start my Halloween videos and talk about this new series. So like I said, let me know in the comments below, what should I call this new series. This series is where I talk about old horror news from the 2000s. I thought it'd be an interesting series. So, as you guys know, Halloween 2 Rob Zombie started production in 2008. This article was from the movie blog, so I had to do some digging. So make sure you like the previous video and like this video. So it says Rob Zombie swoops in to scoop up Halloween 2. They don't they don't say this, but he swoops in so no one can take his vision. As I've heard other stuff, he did not want to do part 2. I've said this before. Go watch the Halloween '07 documentary, and Rob Zombie just it's chill about Halloween 2, and can't talk. Danielle Harris's character was not going to return in Halloween 2. She was supposed to get killed off in the original. Go watch that documentary. But this is what the article says. Rob Zombie swoops in to scoop up Halloween 2. Well, this is a strange, it says. It looks like Rob Zombie's back in the saddle for Halloween 2, as well. This article was posted December 2nd, 2008. We get wind of this thanks to the stealth over at Shot Till You Drop. Okay, so here's what it says. It's been widely reported at this point that inside Helmer's Julian Murray and Alexandria have parted ways with Dimension Films and Trelks in their purpose Halloween 2, leaving the door open to anyone. Right there, Rob Zombie did not want to do Halloween 2, and no one wanted to do it. Leaving the door open to anyone. An insider phoned in this afternoon, exclusively informing Shakti Drop that Rob Zombie is going to reprise his debut as director and carry on the new Myers legacy as the for as with and Tyler Main behind the mask. The news is still a rumor, as we know is true. Stages point. But it looks to be true, and the author of the source article expects official announcement shortly. I've yet to see the Zombies Halloween reviews have been mixed, but people either seem to dig it or not. I hear little middle ground when people describe their experience with the film to me. I said this before, if this remake must have a sequel, Rob Zombie should be the one to do it. That's so crazy because if this person wrote that now, they'd be like, nah, he should have never been the director. He was the one that wanted to add his own spin to the story. So in my opinion, that he should remain as the storyteller. For those of the our horror, I would like to hear your thoughts on it. And there's 0 comments on this actually. Okay, here's some. Again, this comment was posted a year later. It was from February 15, 2009. I don't think Michael Myers should die. The remake or whatever you wanted to call it, it wasn't so bad, but I would have to agree that he could have done better. I'm a huge Halloween fan. I'm hoping that he goes well. It goes with that Michael is evil, like they did in the original. He isn't a mannequin. Michael moves in the shadows and isn't so damn brutal. That's interesting because me and you, we all like brutal Michael now. So that's kind of interesting. Not a lot of people was fan of the brutal Michael back then, but now it's more accepted. Because I guess because Halloween 6 is starting to get more accepted. Halloween 6 had a brutal Michael. And same thing for Halloween 4. For Halloween 4 had a brutal Michael. Some more comments. This one was posted December 12th to say, I don't think Michael should stay dead. So is there another article I gotta find? Because it says, I don't think Michael should die. I enjoy the Halloween movies, but I really, really want to see Tyler Scott return as Laurie. She wasn't just terrible. She was just terrible in the remake. I actually wanted Laurie Strode to die because she was so damn annoying. I want Rob back in this remake. This person does not know grammar. Was okay, but would rather see someone else take hold. Someone second and go at directing should be hard to fit Yeah, some background right there. But was they going to kill Michael? And how? I mean, I know they did in the director's cut, but was he supposed to die in part one? And was they going to do a copycat? I gotta find another article. There's so much stuff about this movie. I forgot. Okay, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, why it should be different, must take place permanently at the same clinic. Must have Dr. Lumen Jimmy is okay. That's funny because I've had mixed feelings about Rob Zombie. This is so interesting because even back then, people kind of didn't want him to do the sequel. Which again, it's interesting because you look at that movie now, a lot of people still agree with that. And why did Dimension Films let him do the movie if he didn't want to do it? I feel like but I feel like Rob Zombie didn't want to come back. He didn't want to come back. He was he kind of forced himself, and they forced him back into it. You know, and to top that off, they really didn't have much time to go into production. They should have just told Rob Zombie, hey, we're scrapping your ideal, or we're moving with this other remake. They would not be another remake for another, so many years. But you get the point. That's what they should have did. This is so. I love looking up old horror news. I don't know about you guys, but I love looking up old horror news. And yeah, I had to make part 2 of this series about another one about this movie right here. Because again, a lot of people know. A lot of people don't know that Rob Zombie, he was never going to come back for Halloween 2. He was never going to come back. He didn't want to, and there was no plans for him to. Why he came back, it's basically because he didn't want no one messing with his vision. But why did Dimension let him? I'm not sure. Again, I like Rob Zombie. I'm not talking down on him or anything. But I find it interesting that not a lot of people wanted him for the sequel, but it let him come back. So I don't know. I just find it interesting. Looking at these, looking at these comments of this article and looking at what people think of Halloween 2 now. And again, I like parts of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I think the script needed to be rewritten by somebody else. I think it needed to be rewritten by somebody else. But other than that, I would have had it just take place in the in the hospital, and have kind of show Haddonfield as well, so you're not copying Halloween 2 the original. But other than that, this is interesting. So let me know let me know in the comments below what you think of this news in the comments below. And you know um okay, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, let me know in the comments below. Number one, what should I call this? I need you guys' help. What should I call this new series? And yeah, so yeah, what should I call this new series? And let me know in the comments below. If Rob Zombie was not going to return for Halloween 2, who would you have liked to see to pick up his vision? I find that really interesting. Who would you have liked to see? And or would you like to have that whole movie scrapped? I'm very curious to know. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments below what should I call this series. See you guys in the next one.